Hello everybody! How are we doing? Happy Saturday everybody! We don't normally go live on a Saturday. Normally, this is video day. And it's still video day. Don't worry, there will be a video after this. I think you can all... I can tell you what it's all going to be. It's going to be the Blood Angels sprue review for the new Blood Angels stuff. Blink thrice to confirm you're no AI. Hello. I can confirm I am no AI. I'm a real boy. Hey man, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. How are you all doing? Are you excited for Warhammer Day? That was 4, was it? Oh no. 1, 2, 3. I can't count, clearly. Oh dear. Hello, Chris Beard, to you in Texas. I'm coming to you live from Cheltenham, Gloucestershire, in the UK. Every day is Warhammer Day. It is coconut. That's true. Every day is Warhammer Day. We have our refreshment. We're ready to go. What are the predictions that everybody has for today? What do you think we're going to see? Warhammer, good one. Hello people, currently watching from my hospital bed. Oh no, Anthony, that sucks. Are you okay? Are you... what's going on with you? I hope you're alright. A Skaven Underworld warband. I think you're probably right there, Coconut. I am awaiting for my Kill Team box delivery whilst I wait for a preview of what to get next. Strong. Hivestorm, I guess. Hello, Harry. Hello, Edward. More clan rats. I don't think you're going to see any clan rats from the north. From the West Country. It's in the name. New plastic. Yeah, it's a pretty good shout there, Cran Murray. Give me 1 second, guys. So I've been a busy boy. Been a very busy boy this last couple of days. Working on models. Cheese rolling, sadly not. Sadly not. It's dangerous. For those of you who are interested, as you can see, we have a number of red boys for you. So this week, so we have finished off the old Sanguinor. No, that's the new one. The new one, not the old one. There he is. There's the old Sanguinor. We have been painting things like the Blood Angels Captain. That's a video that's coming out to you soon. We have the Sanguinary Priest. And we have the new Sanguinary Guard as well. They have all been painted for your delight. For your perusal. So after this stream, about 8 o'clock tonight, there's going to be a video which will be the sprue review of these models. Oh, and for fans of non-Blood Angels, we also painted an Ultramarine. Painted a Chief Librarian Tigurius. Excuse me. So yes, 8 o'clock tonight there will be a sprue review, so you can have a look at the sprues of the new Blood Angels kits. And then this week there will also be 4 painting videos: the Sanguinary Guard, Sanguinary Priest, Sanguinor, and the Blood Angels Captain. Anything for non-40k fans. Not this week, Coconut 123, but next week, absolutely. There's a lot. I'm hoping for something new for Thousand Suns or World Eaters. Well, catching another live stream. Nice cat. Hello, welcome to the another live stream. It's good to have you. It's good to have you. It's good to have all of you. Lobziznia says demon news, hopefully, for today. I like it. I like it. Maybe we'll see some demon news. We'll see. I don't know if there will be. I think what we're going to see is Slaves to Darkness. Thomas agrees. I think we're going to see Slaves to Darkness will be the preview. And that's all the Chaos hints. We might also see some news around what happens to the demons. And I'm more and more convinced that the demons news is that there are no demons on Fenris. I don't think we're going to have a Chaos Demons Codex anymore. I think what we're going to have is the demons go into the codexes. Thousand Suns, World Eaters, Death Guard, and Emperor's Children is what I think is going to happen. That, unfortunately, I think that might be some of the news that we get today. Congratulations! All of your Chaos factions are going to be getting like 10 new kits each. Oh wow! What are they? Plague Bearers? New ones? No, the old ones. Okay. I see how this is going. Turn it off. Hello, Mr. Captain Manrings. Sorry, Mr. Captain Manrings? Captain Manrings. Hello, good afternoon. Cat, oh Josh, do you have a Lord Croak video? Just picked him up last night and finished building him a few minutes ago. It just so happens, Cat, that I do have a Lord Croak video. You are in luck. I'll go and find it for you. There he is. Here you go. And Bosch. More AOS new stuff for Seraphon possible? I mean, it's possible, but I don't think it'll be this stream because they've already told us what the next AOS faction is. The next AOS faction is Slaves to Darkness. There are 182 people watching, which makes me very nervous. But of those 186 people, only 27 of you have liked the stream. So if more of you could please do that, that would be great, because it means more people will come and watch and more people will subscribe, and that will make Josh very happy. I being Josh, if this is your first time here. I realise I should introduce myself every stream, and yet I don't. I just assume. It's because you're all my friends already. Look at that, you've already smashed it to 45 likes. Our first goal is usually 50, and our second goal is 69, and our third goal is 100. And if you're enjoying the stream, and you're not already, please do hit that subscribe button. That would be very, very nice. We're trying to get to 75,000 on the year. We're not far off that. And finally, this is the YouTube stuff I have to do as a YouTuber. Okay, so forgive me. Finally, if you want to support the stream a little bit more and support me and support the channel, you can send a super chat. You can become a member like Edward, who's been a member for 14 months, who says, "Who shall be victorious? Only the faithful." Or, if you're already a member, you can give some memberships. All that good stuff. You know this, I know this, and now we can stop doing the YouTubey things and we can talk the Warhammers. Who shall be victorious? Slaves to Darkness. Yes. I just got back into this hobby after 20 years and I have no idea what's going on. What's being now announced? What kind of event is this? So Peter, what's going to happen is there's going to be a stream. Now usually these used to be live streams from Warhammer themselves, where they would talk about all the new stuff that's coming over the next, usually it's about 2 months is usually the time period. However, these days what we get is a pre-recorded video which I make fun of every single time. But what we do here on this stream is we make fun and we watch it together, and you can see me either go or, which is quite fun because you won't get that from Games Workshop, but you will get that from me. They'll just go, everything's great, and I'll go, so it's taller. So today we will be seeing updated roadmap. No, we're not going to be seeing an updated roadmap. Today we are allegedly is the other key word of the day. So allegedly we will be seeing a preview of things to come for get ready for chaos. Right, so Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Kill Team, Legions Imperialis, and Warhammer Underworlds. Allegedly. So there's lots of stuff. Hungry Bert, thank you very much for being a member for 9 months. Absolute legend. Hey Josh, favourite contrast paint for a light skin tone? Either Gilliman Flesh, or if you want to go even paler than that, Reichland Flesh Shade's really good for it. But if you want to go kind of more towards being like angry, Berserker Bloodshade works really well as a flesh paint, just over Gracie or Wraithbone. Plops of Corn, how have you been, Josh? I've missed the live streams. When will us Patreons get our own mark next to our names? Oh, on YouTube. I have to figure out how to do that. How do I get... Can I do that? Can I integrate it that way so you get the YouTube membership benefits without being a YouTube member? I don't know what I'm doing. So if somebody out there knows how to make that happen, I can make that happen. But hello, Plops of Corn. How are you doing? It's been a while, but I hope you're well. Are you excited for Tales 3? It's not far away. Hungry Bert. Well, firstly, Dominic Benson, been a member for 14 months. Rare free time, so painting Necrons and tuning in. Hello, Dominic. Thank you for tuning in. Rare free time. I know what that's like. I know it seems like it's a fun idea to paint Warhammer all day, every day. No, it is pretty fun. It is pretty fun. It's the editing and the being yelled at. That's the hard bit. But Hungry Bert, thank you for the 1 gifted Warhipster membership, our first gifted membership of the day. Absolute hero. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Fake Street Spirit, thank you for the 1.99. Please enjoy 2/3 of a pot of Calidor Sky. I will enjoy that, Fake Street Spirit. Do you know, I think I actually need a Calidor Sky. Let me check mine. Oh no, I'm just about alright with Calidor Sky. Just about. AOS is better than 40k on all aspects except video games. Now that is true. That is true. And to be fair, in the consistent and volume of content, AOS is worse in that respect because there's less of it. Morning everyone, sorry I haven't been on, work crazy. Vicious Goose 117, it is all good, brother. It is all good, my brother. Hey Josh, small question, how would you start painting the bikers of the Votan in your custom colour scheme? Like that. I did start it. Hang on. Here you go. Here you go. That's vaguely the colour placement. I didn't get past base coating on this, guys. But if you've seen any of the This is the same turquoise that's used for all the turquoise. This is the same yellow. This is the same brown. This is the same black. That's vaguely how I did it. So there you go. Ashes Made. Is there a model that you've painted early in your career that you really want to repaint but haven't gotten around to it yet? Yes, but it doesn't have any videos on it. It's Celestine. I really want to redo Saint Celestine because I did one when it first came, when it got its re-release, and I would like to do it again, but I haven't had the opportunity. Just making sure that we are set up for when we go live in a minute. That will do. Excellent. I think we're good. Okay. Do you ever get into enamel paints like streaking grime? I haven't, Daniel, no. I'd like to try one day. Would like them to preview what the plan to release for Imperial Knights in the new year. That would be nice. I would like to know that. I wonder how can I give membership here? Only stickers and super chat available for me. You think you can only? I think you can only do it if you are a member. But my channel, specifically only my channel, and trust me, YouTube told me this is exactly how it's meant to be, and it's the same for every YouTube channel. If you are on an iOS device, you cannot do membership things on my channel. Apparently, that's the same for all YouTubers. Except it's not. It's just me. I'm planning to pick up some new Sanguinary Guard models, but I've bought the old kit to upgrade them. Also, have you seen the Grey Tide Studios Crimson Lords? And if so, what do you think? I have seen them. I think, you know, fine. Is what it is. They're not to my taste, but they are to someone's taste. I'm loving being back on for a live stream, seeing all the old familiar names. Hope everyone is well, and we'll try and get back into chatting on the Discord. Yeah, we are great, man, and we're looking forward to having you back. I hope things get less busy for you. For all of those of you out there who are struggling with work at the moment, I hope it gets better. Matai10, thank you so much for the $5.98. That is incredibly generous of you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I can't like it, but I do like it. I like it a lot. Thank you so much. That's very generous. Thank you. Just got back from picking up my copy of Hivestorm. That's a hefty box. Oh, baby. That's... Yeah. It is a heavy, heavy box. I hope yours is intact. Mine was damaged, but everyone else seems to have had a fine one. Greetings from all the Skaven players in South Africa. Thanks for the awesome content, gentle, kind Sir Meat. I like it, Ignatius. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. I saw there was a question. I saw there was a question around the Warp Spark weapon battery. Will I get around to doing it? Yes, I will. I've been really busy this week and last week because Hivestorm and then this, and then next week, for reasons I can't tell you, is going to be also crazy, and then the week after that is also crazy. But then things slow down, so I will be able to do the Doom Flares, the Warp Spark, and the Warp Grinder as well. Some of my spruce had started pushing through the Hivestorm box, but everything seems to be intact. Okay, so you're the only other person there is at least one other person out there who's seen it. Are you doing one of each of the Warp Sparks or focusing on one variant? I only have one. I only have one of the variants. I can't remember which one I built. I can't remember the name of it. I built the one that has lots of warp stone because I thought it would be more varied. It looks to me like the stream is really nearly ready. It looks like... The question is the music playing? That's what we'll find out together. It is. Very quietly. Why is it so quiet? Interesting. I'm excited for Underworlds. The Scourgers. Yeah. It's probably the Scourgers I built. Is there going to be a reveal show or what? There is in 7 minutes. Good morning from the other side of the pond. Good afternoon from this side of the pond. Has anyone picked up some old world Chaos Trolls? I got mine but not painted yet. Pinning metal minis is such a pain. I haven't yet, no. Mark Watson has been a member for 38 months. It's been a while. It has been a while, Mark Watson. You're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. 38 months of support is absolutely bonkers and incredible. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, Adam. How you doing? How's Canada? Okay, it's got a bit of volume to it. I'm hoping to see some cool stuff today. Me too, James. I'm very much looking forward to seeing some cool stuff. I think we're going to see Slaves to Darkness. I've already mentioned. We're going to see. I think we're going to see a Skaven Underworlds team. You guys have already said that as well. 40k, I have no idea. We might see 1 or 2 of the Krieg. One or two of the Krieg models they've already talked about that are coming. But I can't see. I can't see there being huge amounts of new model reveals because they've said that's not happening until next year. So it would be strange to do it now and then make people wait. October, November, December, January, February probably will be when the first 40k faction drops. But I could be completely wrong. Is Adam jet setting again? He is. He is. He's off living the high life. Stick Monkey, thank you very much for your membership for 17 months. And I thought I was a baller at 17 months. You are a baller at 17 months. 17 months is a good number. It's a good, strong number. It's good. I like it. It's almost a year and a half. Almost. Thanks for the Custodies tutorial. Almost done with my first 6 termies now for the rest of the army. Well, good luck, Love Hippo. When does the show start? In 4 minutes' time. 4 minutes' time. It's nearly here. So we've got... I had it open and I've lost it again. We have Warhammer Community. So today we should be seeing... As mentioned, we should be seeing load more. I hate the new Warhammer Community website. It sucks. We should be seeing. I've lost it again. There it is. Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Kill Team, Legions Imperialis, and Warhammer Underworlds miniatures today. Not just, and they've mentioned nothing about roadmaps, which is one of the best reveals was the one of Ionis and Balthanos. They started with the Mechanicus Stick Boy and then nailed it. I completely agree with the Ionis Crit Ball. That was a hilarious live stream. Got some incredibly exciting stuff for you for 40k. Here is a man on stilts. Here is a man on dragon. AOS definitely was just like, hold my beer. Just whapped it out on the desk. Showed everybody. Just like, sup bro. I really need those Skaven from the Skaventide novel. The show, like No Eyes, Blade Whips, etc, etc. Also all those animal mutations and also the flying. I am completely with you there, NMR. We need to see them. We might see them in the Underworlds. We might see them in the Underworlds. Kat. Thank you very much for the $10. I've said it before, but thanks for all the tutorial videos. I wouldn't have nearly 3,500 points of Painted Seraphon without your videos to reference, and I'm looking forward to adding Skaven next. Thank you so much, Kat. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. And Dominic Benson, thank you very much for the $4.99. Looking forward to the next series of A Tale of Many Warhipsters, if and when it happens. Well, good news, Dominic Benson. It's not far away now. It's like 7th of November is the kickoff. It's 32 days or something until the next one. It's coming. It's nearly here. Right, last time they surprised us by going live early. So let's see if they do that again. Nope. We do have an advert for a Philips One Blade. Vicious Goose 117, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Absolute legend. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That puts us on 412. Amazing. That means we're 57 away from 469 and 157 away from 569. Now that would be bonkers. There was a Skaven teaser in the Warhammer Day email this morning. Yeah, they showed off one of the little ones. It's a rat with a thing attached to it, so Underworlds, because it had a sculpted base. So it's definitely happening. Let's head over to the overhead camera, because I think this is about to start any second now. The live stream, the live recorded video, guys. And what we'll do is we'll even bump the desktop audio so you guys can hear it when it happens, because that would be nice, wouldn't it? You'll have to let me know. In fact, it should be quite quiet at the moment, but it should be reasonably well balanced if I stay around about here. Plops of Corn, thank you very much for the $9.99. Some for being away from chat for so long. Oh, thank you, Plops of Corn. You didn't have to do that, but thank you so much. We're just glad to have you back. Oh. I love it when the sound goes wrong on Twitch. It's like somebody's put their finger on a turntable and it just all goes...
Hello and welcome to this Warhammer Day Preview 2024. I'm Alex. I'm joined in the studio by Nick. Hello. Behind the camera we've got the indomitable Ralph, and in the chat, live. The moderator, Vincent Notley.
It's Warhammer Day, everybody. Happy
live.
Warhammer Day, Alex. What a day it is as well. It's super exciting. And it's a chance to celebrate everything that's great about Warhammer.
Indeed.
From
They're
building
live.
to painting, playing, collecting.
It's not recorded.
We hope you're doing some Warhammer out there wherever you are in the world. And of course we are live.
Yep.
So we'd love to see where you are in the world. Just type away in the chat, let us know to see what you're doing and where you are this weekend.
It's actually
live. Any Warhammer this weekend, Alex?
I think I'm going to get Kill Team.
It's a good idea. But do you know what? We've got a whole bunch of stuff to be showing you today.
Indeed.
Very exciting.
Can you hear it okay?
No, that's why you're
here. Is it
here.
nice and balanced?
What have we got today? We've got quite a few bits.
Is it all
Yeah,
right?
we're going to give you the first scoop on Warhammer Underworlds.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to
Is
be
it all
looking at
good?
the Mortal Realms.
Yes.
Is it all good?
Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team, and Legions Imperialis.
That's what we've told you about. But there's also going to be some stuff we haven't told you about. So keep
Stuff
your
they
eyes
haven't
open for
told
that.
us about.
Should we get started?
Mm-hmm.
Because the first thing we're going to be talking about is something I've been itching to talk about for months and months and months. It's
Warhammer
finally
Underworlds.
here. Take a look.
Here we go. Yeah! Yeah! Skaven! Stormcast! Yeah! Awesome fighters. Heroic Ember Watch patrols. They're not the guys from... No, they're not. Zicket's Tunnel Hack Pilot. Bots. Interesting. I love that. I think they look fantastic. Mini Doom Wheel, yeah. More enjoyable. Ardorn Zicket. Warhammer Underworlds, man. It's a great game that needs more support. And I'm always surprised they've never done a 40k version of it. Just a 40k edition, as it were. I mean, those Stormcast look amazing. 100% painting, definitely. No questions.
Hi folks, my name's Nick, and yep, you've just seen the new Warhammer Underworlds Emberguard box. And the big news is, well, it marks the beginning of a completely new edition of the game.
A new
First
edition.
Up, what's so great about Warhammer Underworlds anyway? It's a perfect combination of a board game, a card game, and a miniatures game. So if you've ever played literally any game on a table before, you'll be able to pick it up with no problem at all.
A new
Games
edition of
take
Underworlds
about
is
an
very
hour
exciting.
to play, so you can get a few games in over an evening, and thanks to the huge combinations allowed for by warbands, card decks, and dice rolls, you can play hundreds of games and have them all feel different. There are even
Will all the
different
rules be
formats
free?
too, so if you just want to open a pre-built deck, shuffle and play, you can. But if you want to test your dark powers of fate manipulation and fully design your own deck, well, you can do that too. This edition of the game is a total reset. Our rules designers have taken the chance to redesign the game from the bottom up to be the most balanced it's ever been.
This is a much better
removing
format than it
feels
normally
bad
is.
moments like bricked hands of cards you can't use, or having crits just dominate the game. And with its streamlined rulebook, it's also much simpler to learn. This means Emberguard is the ideal starting point for people who are new to the game and battle-hardened veterans just like me. But what else is new? Well, gone are the two board setups, and in comes the single board, designed for both players to use. It's double-sided and can be placed just about any way you like, and crucially, models will have to engage with the opposing warband straight away, making games even more action-packed from the start. Every warband now has a War Scroll card, detailing what makes them unique in the game,
that makes
including
it easier.
some seriously cool special rules. Talking of cool-looking cards, the Power, Objective, and Fighter cards have been updated with artwork being replaced by stunning miniature
there's some old
shots,
ones.
meaning everything looks as good and shiny as Sigmarite plate armor. Not all factions in Underworlds play the game in the same way.
I suspect some of the old ones won't
love
make
smashing
it.
their opponent apart, while others prefer claiming treasure tokens. You might prefer your warband to be a combination of both, or maybe a warband with some sneaky
I would suggest
tricks
that
up their
everything
sleeve.
that's been shown
We've
so far
defined
is
these
going to
as
be in the new
strike,
edition.
Take and hold, flex, and finally mastery, meaning you can easily pick a warband that suits your style of play and choose a rival's deck to accompany it that you know will work great. The action moves to Emberguard, the city in the realm of Akshi, where the Skaven have brought up the Great Gnaw and are currently swarming the lands. But in the vast
Whoever it
below
was in my
Emberguard,
live stream that
huge
called
quantities
it,
of Emberstone,
well done.
the Realm Stone of Akshi, have been found, and warbands flock there to try and claim it. The Emberwatch are Stormcast Eternals, sent to the mines under Emberguard to protect the Emberstone at all costs, while Zicket's Tunnel Pack
The figs
are
look great, more
nefarious
for my great
Skaven,
pile of shade.
desperate to get their clawed hands on as much Emberstone as they possibly can. Of course, more warbands will be on the way, so those mines are going to get pretty crowded.
Oh boy,
and
it's going to
one
be a
last
busy
thing.
year.
Speaking of warbands, if it's legal in organised play, you're going to be able to get it from Warhammer.com or your friendly local game store. It's as simple as that. So there we go. It's time for a new edition of a genuinely incredible game, and Warhammer Underworlds
a bunch
Emberguard
of them
is
might be
coming to a
returning.
tabletop near you soon.
That would be really cool. We've done a lot of Underworlds content here on the channel. Not as much as I would have liked, but we have done a lot of it. So if you want to get started and you've got some of those bands,
there
you
we
can
go.
find it.
The brand new edition of Warhammer Underworlds is here with the Emberguard box. Super exciting. I'm glad the cat's out of the bag on this one. It's been a long time coming. It looks great, doesn't it?
It does indeed. We have had so much
Hi,
fun playing
Tronic.
it in the
How you
office.
doing?
We've got a little scoreboard up in the wall. We can't get enough of it.
You've been winning most of your games, I seem to remember.
Well,
Now, of course, Warhammer Underworlds, if you've never played before, as the video just talked about, it's a fantastic game of cards and miniatures and board game combined.
It is
it's
good.
Great for beginners and for veterans alike. This new Emberguard box is
Are
such
they
a
learning?
good place
That was
to
very
dive in
good
if
in
you
terms
haven't
of
already
previous-
before.
Yeah.
And if you're like me and you're a veteran player, it's a
It
great place to
appears
just carry on your experience as well.
Whoever made the
Now,
decision to
one of
just
the
have a
best things
series
about
of pre-recorded
Underworlds,
videos
one of the
cut
best
together by
things
somebody
has
who
always
was
been the
reading lines
miniatures.
from an auto
Ever
cue.
since the start, there's always been some great toy
They've
soldiers
clearly been
for
reversed.
Warhammer Underworlds, and this box is no exception. And up on the screen now, I think we've got your favourite
we
warband.
do indeed. So this is Zicket's Tunnel Pack. Now, one of the best things, as you said, is the miniatures. And for Warhammer Underworlds, because you've got little warbands between sort of like 3 and 5 characters, You can tell a story with each individual one. You're not
Clockwork
looking at a big
87.
scroll.
My hive
So
storm
this is
just
Sigurd,
arrived. I also
and,
have
he
the
seems to
holes
at
in the
one point
boxes.
lost one of his
Plastic all looks
claws,
good,
but he's high
thankfully.
enough ranking
A
that he's
couple of
probably
vested
bullied some
wingtips are
warlock
slightly bent,
engineer
but
to
went right back.
kind of
Ah,
fashion
good. I'm
and
glad
a
yours
new
are
one.
intact.
Has he got a clause in his contract, Alex?
Oh. My favourite in the warband is Ritak there on his kill wheel. So I can imagine him just
My hive storm has just
tearing
arrived
through the tunnels under
mid-reveal.
Emberguard.
Hey, it's like we planned
Warp
it.
Grinder on the front of it, just skewering everybody he comes across.
It's just so cool. And you know what? I don't have to imagine it because you've done it to me multiple times on the table. My favourite warband are the.
Josh, have you seen how many people you have
who
watching
are
the stream with you
Stormcast
today?
Eternals
Yes,
of the
I
Vanguard
have.
Chamber,
There's
sent down to the
over
mines to protect the
600,
Emberstone,
which
and
is
here-
absolutely
everybody,
mad.
especially.
Hello
On the
to
screen here, we've
everybody.
got Ardorn, the leader. How heroic is this miniature? You've got 2 hero rocks and flowing hair. That's how you are a paragon of order. What a great miniature.
He's majestic.
It really
I
is.
hope that
and the
cloak's
whole
in a
warband's
single
great.
piece.
There we go, all through. It's Uric
The
on the
one
left
on that
and Thrust
crossbow
on
is
the
not
right.
going to be in a single
And
piece.
what's great about these war bands, if you're a painter, is that they provide such a nice little project. A few models here or there. You're not painting a whole army. That is good fun, but sometimes just a little project. And these war bands provide a great chance
looks
to do
great.
that. You
I
painted your
like
skate
him.
war band, didn't you?
It's a very
Indeed.
detailed
This is
face.
your opportunity to sort of collect wide as opposed to deep.
Exactly that. Hey,
very good.
talking of going deep, what a great segue. This is the new setting for Warhammer Underworlds, is the
Indeed.
Emberguard Mines. Tell us more.
I think some of
Yes,
them need
so
a cold
Emberguard
shower
is one of the
talking about
cities
going
that was
deep.
set up
Good
at the end,
lord.
kind of the Dawnbringers saga. However, it sits in the adamantine chain. You can see
Picked
there
up
that
Hivestorm and
mountain range,
Mandrakes this
and it's
morning.
basically
Well,
sat between
awesome, Rodney
Akshi
Sandy.
and
That
the
sounds great.
Nor. So when the Vermindune happened and there was this massive explosion, basically it is now sat on the border.
10 mins and I'm bored of Valrak.
millions
So
and
hi,
millions of
hello.
Skaven that are seeking to break through and get into
Hello,
action.
Dan, how you doing?
Now, this city has been, well, let's not say abandoned, but it's certainly not in a good shape.
Lick or like. You can
Deep
lick or
underground,
like the
you've got all
like
the
button.
Emberstone mines.
Either one
And
works.
unsurprisingly, the
Can we get
Skaven
to
would like to
200
access this
likes on the
Emberstone.
stream?
It's volatile, it's
That'd be the
explosive,
first
it's
time
everything
ever.
they love. And for the same reasons, I suspect we're going to see an awful lot of people coming here.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more warbands coming,
yes.
that's for sure. Now, the
This is
game
really
at
cool.
its heart is the same game it always was, but the designers have taken a real good chance to sort of go back to basics and sort things out.
It'd be
and
nice if they
clean things up and
simplify
make it
this
a lot
because
easier
it
to
hasn't
learn
had
as
a
well.
new
And one
edition
of the
for a
things they've
long
done, which I
time.
really
But
love,
as long as they
is
keep
they've
what
actually
inherently
defined the
makes
different
Underworlds
playstyles
fun,
of the
fast,
game.
and frenetic.
Now, previously,
and
gamers
also
would have talked about aggressive
combines all
warbands
of
or
the
flex warbands, that sort of thing. But
the
we've actually
different
gone now and
parts of
defined the
Warhammer
4
Underworlds, so
different
that
warband
using
types
the
as
deck,
strike,
the
take and
miniatures
hold,
and
flex,
the
which
dice
is a
game,
combination of the other
all of
two,
that together.
and mastery, which is
As
sort of
long as it
sneaky
still
trick if you wanna
keeps
play.
its
And this is ideal
innateness.
because not
This is
only
a really
like, you're
good
used to
move.
card games, you're probably already used to this sort of thing already,
A
but
really
it
good
also
move.
means if you know your play style, if you like hitting stuff with a big club, you go for a strike warband. If you're a bit sneakier, like yourself, you might go for a mastery warband. Which
We
is
played
really
this, it's
cool.
actually
And
good. I have played it, it's
in the
really
Emberguard
fun.
box, there's a
I
rivals
played-
deck that comes, and
Hang
there's
on a
one
minute.
of
I'm
each
just
of those
going
4
to
in there.
mute them for a second. I played a simplified version of it as a starter game, and I was like, and then we played the more advanced version of it, and using all of the rules at the same time, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great, and it's a quick thing to just throw out on the table. These smaller games of Warhammer are really fun, and they're designed very differently to the big game, right? It is playing a different game, so it's not as easy to pick up if you think it's just like a miniaturized version. It is very different, but in its difference, that's what makes it really fun.
Just so good.
Oh, yes.
We used to have artwork, but now our photography team's taken the advantage of the great miniatures we have and just produced these
They're waffling so
incredible,
much they make
upgrade
Liam seem
cards.
professional.
We've got the power
I
cards,
missed
the gambit
last
cards,
night's
the objective
stream.
cards, and the
Someone's
fighter
gonna have to
cards.
catch me
All
up on
have
what he was talking
photography
about.
that just looks so good.
That's it. It was the opportunity to really tell a story in the same way that the miniatures do. And you can see here with the character cards that you've got the full-sized model.
Yeah.
So if you're looking across the table at your opponent's warband, you can instantly tell which is which.
Don't let
Can,
Liam
it's
see
so
that.
good. Now,
He's too busy watching
I think it's
playing
really
Total
exciting
War,
here
isn't he?
is
Or has he
while
stopped?
it's on the way soon, you can actually see games of Warhammer Underworlds being played really soon, because next week at the Tampa Open, we
Next
are going
week.
to be showing a live stream of games of the new edition of Warhammer Underworlds. So
Well, that's
please
exciting.
tune in right here on this same channel, and you can see the first games of the new edition being played. And I'm going to be there watching as well, and I can't wait. So there we go.
I just got an
Exciting,
email
right?
about win fantastic
Right, with that
Warhammer
out
Day
of the way,
prizes.
Now we're going to stay in the Mortal Realms, but we're going to go somewhere else, Alex. There's something...
Age of Sigmar time, here we go! Oh, we've seen this miniature.
Preview this. You don't need to do this again. Spearhead safe to darkness. There we go. Hey, that's an older one. An old one, but a good one.
Ooh. Ooh.
So that is the Slaves to Darkness getting their new battletome.
That's very exciting. Of course, we've already seen the Skaven battletome drop. We know the
Yeah, no
Stormcast tome is on the way.
Indeed.
This is the third battletome, Slaves to Darkness, and leading the way
Yep.
is that fantastic new miniature we've just seen there.
That's
Tell
it.
me more.
We've not mentioned
Okay,
this, but
they're gonna make
maybe
me
we
buy
have
it
a little
then.
bit. But it is Warhammer Day.
Happy Warhammer Day, folks.
Yes, and as part of Warhammer Day, we usually have a commemorative miniature, and this year's is Sarketh, Bane of Law. So he's
Guess
a
I'll have to buy it.
Chaos Sorcerer Lord, and these guys are obsessed with power, particularly arcane
Can I buy it
power,
from
and
Firestorm?
kind of acquiring it, so they'll make dark pacts with things from the realms of chaos. They'll
What's its
grab
name?
whatever
Zarkath.
artifacts, cursed or not, there may be about, and Zarketh really embodies this beautifully. He's got everything from bones, there's a femur there at his side, he's got scrolls, he's got a book that's on
Zarketh.
fire, and he's got a staff
Yeah.
with a skull in the centre.
Bane
What
of
more
Law.
can you
It's
want?
just a great model. In fact,
Okay,
it's burning
it's in
green
the
with
basket.
natural energy. I love it. He is going to be available very, very soon. Pre-order on the 5th. And in different areas in the world.
It is a cool model. I just didn't need to see it again.
Website for details there. I need to get hold of him. I really do. He's cool.
yes.
Now, Alex. Normally, when we think about Slaves to Darkness,
What
we
else we
think
getting?
about the battle-plated Chaos Warriors or
big,
the
big,
Chosen.
heavily
Yeah,
armoured.
yeah, exactly. But there's something really interesting about this new
Show me
Slaves
more
to Darkness
Dark Oath.
battletome because we're going to expand our breadth of knowledge of the
There we go.
of the Slaves to Darkness. And coming here, first up, this is the Dark Oath Raiders Spearhead that's coming
It
alongside.
looks like they've
the
got an
book,
upgrade pack.
which is great. Don't worry, Spearhead fans. The original Blood Legion is still legal and good to use. This is an extra Spearhead you can use as well, which is
Indeed.
really
We knew it
cool.
was happening.
Full of quick and speedy warriors. You can see you've got plenty of the Ravagers on the left and the Marauders on the right, and the Riders at the back
Oh,
as well.
okay.
They are just great fun. A proper horde of Marauders coming across the table.
That's it. I love there's a little bit of background
Wait,
for the Fel
you said
Riders,
Ravagers and
whereby
Marauders.
These are nomadic individuals, where food is not always easy to acquire. So whenever they've stopped and they have a bit of a feed, they'll eat anything, including the dead. But the savages, they've gone a little bit obsessed with fulfilling their oaths.
Yeah.
Is this
So they've
actually
kind
live?
of
Yeah, they are
started to
actually
head
live.
down
This isn't
their
a re-recorded
crafty lore
video.
a little bit.
That's quite cool.
So, speaking of oaths,
Yeah.
there is an interesting oath mechanic.
Yeah,
with
there
this.
is. In Spearhead, these guys can use oaths like they do.
Any
like
40k yet?
Warcry
Not yet,
or
Danny.
Underworlds before,
But soon.
they can use oaths and declare a battle tactic as an oath, and if they manage to score it, they can also use the command on the same
Use the
card,
Dark
which
Oath
is a
set
really
for
cool
the
little
spearhead.
mechanic.
You can, you just need the War
but there we
Queen
go. And also,
there at the
Spearhead
front.
fans, just about everything you can see in front
Which
of
I
you
think
has
I
the
have somewhere.
reinforcements keyword, so it just all comes back all the time. Oh, you love it. But that's not the only thing we're coming alongside the Slaves to Darkness book. Of course, there is another new miniature too. Check this guy out.
Ooh.
Yes, this is another Chaos Sorcerer Lord.
Oh, I like
this
that one even more.
comes with a head option and an option to swap out the top of that staff there. So if you did want to have multiple of them,
Yeah.
you've got plenty of options.
It's
I
such
like
cool
that a
model.
lot.
I love that helmet so much. It's proper weird and eerie.
For me, it's the runes on the sword.
I like
Don't look
that
too
a
close,
lot.
you'll go mad. What is nice is that we've seen the Skaven book come out already, and it's just nice to see that this book sort of confirms
Just so
this is the
everyone's
format of battle
aware.
tomes going forward.
Indeed.
I
Tell us
wasn't the
about
one
what we'll
cutting
see.
that off.
So the book contains everything that you typically would expect. You know, you've got a whole host of rules and background, but the way it's been put together, the way the narrative has been crafted, it just
That is some really
flows
sexy artwork
brilliantly.
there for
You've
Slaves
got
to
lots of
Darkness.
Short stories, lots of beautiful artwork. Everything comes together to make it just genuinely a really nice book to read.
It sounds like as much
Yeah,
like really
again,
good-
it's
good
not
fun
me
to
cutting
get
it
into
off.
and just keep reading and reading and reading. If normally you play the games and you might not read the lore, you really want to start doing it. And this
Somebody
is
is,
just so good.
That's it. We've seen it before, as you said, with the Skaven
Somebody's
Battletome,
learnt the
and
Ken Burns
we'll see it
effect.
with the Stormcast, and even in the Age of Sigmar core book.
Of course, yeah.
You can see here there's some fantastic art,
that's so,
absolutely
so
beautiful,
good.
and that Chaos Sorcerer Lord there in the background.
There he is, casting a spell.
There he is.
I like the fact that you talked about before that the lore is told from a certain point of view in this book.
Yes.
Oh, there's Iridan the Witness
we've
there
got
in the
certain
back.
characters that are basically going to be giving you the
That's
on the
cool.
ground kind of reporting, as it were.
I like.
So for the Slaves to Darkness, we've got Gunnerbrand and the Brands. and that's his tribe.
I need to paint the
We've seen
Oathbound.
these in Monsters.
I
on
haven't done
Warhammer
them yet.
Plus. They've got models, they've got a book.
What are you
in
watching
fact.
this on? I'm on Twitch.
And basically, by using these characters, we give you kind of that personal touch to the story.
I've got the brands Oathbound. I need
So
to
the
paint
Dark
them.
Oath themselves, as we've said,
We'll
they're
have to
not
plan
big
that in
armoured
for
chaps.
Slaves to Darkness
These are the
release.
guys that they're the descendants of those that were left behind when Sigmar retreated back through the gates into
I
Azir.
can't imagine that they're
and
going
they
to
just
send me
had
the
to do
spearhead.
whatever they had to do to survive, and they make up the vast majority of the worshippers.
They might
of the
send me
Ruler's
the
Palace.
sorcerer.
It's so cool to see that variety added to the book. And in fact, as before in other battle tomes as well, in terms of gameplay too, it really speaks to that narrative as well. As in fact, one of the battle formations in the game for your Age of Sigmar games is Dark Oath Horde, where if you take an army of Dark Oath, they can just keep coming back and keep coming back all the time, which is great.
Oh, wow.
Other really cool mechanics in the book
Sounds
as well
grim.
for gamers. You can pledge units to the Dark Gods during the game and gain bonuses as they go.
That Steel Helm is
If
about to
you're
have
a
a bad
narrative
time.
player, there's 3 Path to Glory.
I'm far too
campaigns
tempted
in
by
there,
Dark Oath, but I really
to
want one
pledge your
faction
oaths
from each
to the
Grand
Dark
Alliance
Gods.
first, and Skaven is
And there's
definitely
an
my number
army
one
of
priority
renown
for
in
Chaos.
here as
It's a
well,
good
which
choice,
you're
Kat.
really
It's a
excited
good
about.
choice.
Indeed. So this is Be'lakor's Legion of the First Prince. So as we know, the Slaves to
There
Darkness,
he
they're
is.
not one big
boy.
monolithic faction. In theory, Archaon is in
Model that
charge of
started the
everybody,
Grand
but
Army of Chaos for me.
Be'lakor's got his own dealings going on, his own machinations.
Of course he
And
does.
so if you want to play a Slaves to Darkness army that's just a little bit different, Be'lakor's Legion of the First Prince is where you want to go, because you can take the Legionnaires, the Centurions, you can take lots of demons as well. It's
There are
very
It's even got its
658
own
people
enhancements,
watching the
spell
live stream right
manifestation,
now.
battle traits, everything. It's just
Hello.
so cool to see. And there's something else we really liked as well, looking through
This is the
book, which
biggest
is,
live stream
one of the
we've ever
regiments of
done.
renown in there. It's called God-marked Ascendant, and this
they're
essentially
showing off
allows
a
you
lot
to use
from this
the
book.
amazing Demon Prince miniature in any of the 4 armies you can see on the left there. So the Blades of Khorne,
Okay.
Self-Zinch, Magikin of Nurgle, Head Knights of Slanesh can all have access to that Demon
see.
Prince using their army.
That's it, and you can see there the
Right.
God-marked
It's
Legion.
a regiment of renown where you could
give
just put
him their
a
keyword,
Demon Prince
and
into
you can,
any.
you can
Right,
gain all the
okay.
buffs from that army.
Seems like
That's
a
so cool. Now, I've never been much of one
I mean,
for Chaos before.
I
can
hope
feel
it's
myself
cool,
being
but it seems
overcome
like
by
a
the
waste
Dark
of
Gods.
ink.
Well,
But
that's
there
it,
we
the,
go.
the kit comes with so many options.
Yeah,
You know, you can make him corn flavour.
Everyone like the video now. Yes, Duke City Aquariums. Everyone do that.
Frankly, is finding an excuse to put a great model in your army, not what Warhammer's all about. Really. Okay, so there we go. Slaves to Darkness coming very, very soon.
What have we missed so far?
But
Warhammer
now it's time to
Underworlds
take a look
and
at some big
Dark Oath.
boxes that are on the way soon.
Big boxes. Here we go. Oh, we're going to get the Christmas ones. That's a familiar box. Retaliation card, right? Carder. Deathwing again. Oh, another impressive saving for Imperial Knights. That okay. My God, that's a lot of that strike advance.
Ah, here we go. This is what we want to see. Age of Sigmar. Let's go, baby. Ooh, Iron Jaws. Magikin of Nurgle. This is very early for Christmas boxes. This is a Sigmar. Okay. Okay.
So there we go. 'Tis the season for Battle Forces, of course, and this year is no exception. Some fantastic Battle Forces coming our way
Satoshi
in the holiday season.
Nakamoto, thank
You know
you
what?
so much
A bit
for the
different this time
10
round. Now,
US
as
dollars.
always, the Battle Forces are a great way to start collecting your army.
Thanks for your Skaven
It's a
paint
given,
video
right?
series.
And
Just
they're
starting
a
out in
great
Warhammer
thing
and
to
your
have
paint
for a
style makes
holiday
the hobby
gift or
enjoyable
even
for me.
to
Hope to
treat
see a
yourself
Storm
over the
Fiends
holiday
video
period.
one day. Thanks for
For
teaching me.
you.
You're
You
very
get me
welcome,
one, I'll get you one.
Satoshi.
Sorted.
If you want to get started on
what's
Storm
also
Fiends, I
good
do
here
have
as well is they've
Fangqual
been
and
specifically
Bone
designed
Ripper.
so
That
that going
video might
alongside
help
the
you.
combat patrols or the spearheads, there's not going to be too much sort of duplication, so that
They're getting
it'd
it
be nice
in
to
early
if you
before
get
Val
both
Rackley
boxes.
seal. Yeah, makes
And
sense.
furthermore, they've all been designed in such a way that they represent a specific detachment or battle formation in either 40k or AOS, which is really clever.
Very
So
interesting.
let's go through and see. I know they flashed up on screen there. Let's have a really good look at each one.
Right.
Starting off with, I think, your
I've
favourite.
bought this
Indeed,
box
so this
before.
is the Tau
Tau
Retaliation
one.
Cadre. Now, one of my favourite aspects of Tau, and I think
This was a
a lot of
7th
people's favourite
edition
aspects
one.
of Tau, are the battle suits. This gives you
This is a 7th edition Battle Force
and a
box that they
commander.
made.
So that's 4 massive battle suits and so much firepower.
It appears to be
Just
missing the
coolest
3
models. I really
Crisis
think
that
the
also
Ghost Gear is
came
one
in
of
that
my favourite
box
models in 40K.
when I
They
bought
just
it
look
a long
great,
time
don't they?
ago.
And the Retaliation cadre is itself a detachment in 40k, all about taking battle suits. Perfect. They make your guns super powerful and blow your enemy away
No crisis
with even
suits.
more ease than before.
So it used to have a set of
So,
Crisis
yeah,
suits in it as well.
That's coming soon.
It is
Up
different.
next,
It
we've
is
got the
pricier.
Necrons
Yes.
and the Hypercrypt Legion.
Sadly.
In the middle there, we have the Catan, the
Yeah,
the
cool.
Catan, the Void Dragon in the middle, of course. Now,
If you
you've
pick
noticed
this
that there's
box
quite
up,
a theme over here.
I already have
so
a
for many of these
tutorial
box sets,
for
you'll see
the,
there is a focal
the
point,
Catan
a
Shadow of the
single
Night
miniature,
Dragon,
you know,
Void
like
Dragons.
the,
You can already see
large
that
miniature
here
HQ.
on YouTube.
But this one, obviously, with the Void Dragon.
I need to paint that
and
Lord as well, the
it is
Translocation
amazing
Shroud.
miniature.
Yeah, it really is.
It's on the list.
Just it's sat
It's
there
over
in the
there
middle of it.
somewhere.
It really draws you in.
It makes a perfect box to be a gift. It's kind of like a model you might not buy yourself, but someone's
Yes.
bought for you.
Fine,
It's just really,
fine,
really cool.
cool.
The Hypercrypt Legion itself is a detachment. Again, it allows you to phase your models out in the middle
I'm
of the
sure
game.
if I
and just
bought
zip them
that,
around
that
all
would
over the
put
place,
me
which is
2,000
really cool.
points,
It's
but
very
then I'd have
Necron.
2 Void Dragons,
and
which you
that's a
can't
great
do.
box.
So there you go.
Up next, we've got the Adeptus Sororitas. Here we have the
yep,
Penitent
done all
Crusader
that.
host, and the Penitent host in the rules makes them all faster, stronger, hit harder, and all the things you don't want hitting you, like those Arcoflagellants, the Repentia, and all those engines. Just a bit terrifying, really. What a great box.
And you mentioned as well that these work really well with the combat
Yeah,
patrons.
for sure.
And this one
Love
in
the
particular,
stream,
I
still
think,
really new
you
to
know,
it. Your
the
videos
two
convinced me to go for
free
Grey
to
Knights.
get
About
for
halfway through
Nice
painting
big
my
army
1,000
there,
point squad.
definitely,
Oh, that's
so,
awesome, Mr.
grab hold of that one.
BJ92.
Then we've got some big stompy war machines. It's the Imperial Knights.
Right, so this
coming
box
in
right
with
here, that's the
Battlestrike
best one.
Lance.
There's no question
they're
that that's
just
the
look
best
great,
box.
don't they?
I say Armigers or Helverins make that as
That
a
that
paladin
one
or an
there,
errant.
Knights,
And I
best box,
suspect this
easily.
is a bit of kind of mental maths here.
Yeah.
That if you've got 2 of these
When you
boxes,
talk, we can't hear
I
you
think
or
that's
them.
a full
Turn them
army.
down a bit so we can
It's
hear
a great
you.
shout.
Okay, we can do
Yeah, it'd be a wonderful way to start your
How
force.
is that?
Complete it pretty much at the same time.
Can this box be
Up
converted
next,
to
we've
chaos?
got the
Yeah,
Dark
yeah.
Angels. This is
that
the
better?
Inner Circle Task Force. And talking of centerpiece miniatures, is there anything much better than
Knights
the
are
Primarch?
sold
There's
out
the
already,
lion
yeah.
right there, leading the way, surrounded by his Deathwing.
That's a very pretty
and it just
box.
looks great.
Yeah. The lion, notably the
Oh, that's-
only person important enough to have
okay,
2
maybe
watches
that's
in
the
the dark
best
with him.
box.
Important lore fact.
Maybe that's the best
Yeah,
box.
the Deathwing Task Force, the Inner Circle Task Force, sorry, is indeed.
I can probably
a-
just mute them for a minute whilst we're talking about this. Oh, look, a Chaos box. Tommy Agami, thank you so much for the 20 gifted Warhipster memberships. That is legendary. Thank you so much. Incredible scenes. Amazing. Thank you, Tommy. We've got the Cities of Sigmar one here. That's a pretty good box. No steel helms in it, though. But that plus a spearhead will do you just right. Isn't that just the battle box that released not too long ago? No, so that one's got the cannon, the fusiliers. So this is like, if you have that army box and you bought this, you would double up on Cavaliers and the Free Guild Marshal, but the rest of it would be new if you hadn't bought anything else. It's a pretty good box, that one. Alan, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. That's incredibly generous of you. This is a great box. You can turn them on. They don't bother. You sure? Turn them back on.
More grunty. You can build it in a couple of different ways.
I'm happy to do whatever you
and
guys
that's
want.
another thing with these
We can have them
boxes
on, we
is
can
that
have them
you don't
off
to build them
whenever we're
exactly
talking.
as you see on screen.
So
You
I
can make them what you
hopefully
want.
actually
Whereas
have
Ravagers, you
videos
just
for
say
everything in
inside
this
the
box,
front,
which
you
is
can build
nice.
as one of 2 different
This
ways.
would be a good plug-in as well
and,
for all
I
of
mean,
that.
those are
I
boys,
might
just
buy this one.
Terrifying wall of
I
muscle
might
armor.
buy this one.
It's one of my favourite boxes, and
I might buy this
without
one and the
giving
Knights
anything away,
one.
Wrecker Mobs, all Iron Jaws forces. If you see
Maybe.
the Oracle Warclang
We'll see.
cards hit
I'll
like
have
a
to-
train, they really do.
Did I say thank you, Alan? Thank you,
Up
Alan,
next,
if
I
I didn't
think
already.
the one you got your beady undead eye on, Alex. It's
I
the
do
Flesh Eater
indeed.
Quartz.
I've already
Final
done all
Guard
of that.
Jury. Tell me about these.
I
guys.
really
There's a
don't
lot
need
of-
any more
there's
Flesh Eater
big
Quartz.
knights at
That's
the
it,
back.
you get 6 more big knights here, and as you said, if
This
you
is
mix
good
them with the
though.
spearhead, that's
For
9.
anybody,
Yep. So the centerpiece for this is
for anybody who
Justice
does
for me.
need
Now, he's
or
one of
wants
the
to start a
few
Flesh Eater Quartz
eaters
army,
that
or
has,
indeed wants
a little
to
bit of sanity
expand a
there.
Flesh Eater Quartz army,
He's able
6
to
more
see
big
things as
knights
they
is
are.
great, and the Crypt Guard are
However,
very
that
good
means
too.
that he has to kind
Grand
of
Justice
dial it up a
Gourmet
little
being
bit,
in
yeah,
there is a
to
little
not be
bit
found
annoying
out.
because I think a
Hence
lot of
his,
people who are Flesh Eater
intestinal
Courts
wig.
fans
Yeah,
bought
sure. When
that
the
straight
only guy in
away.
your army that's got the sanity is the guy wearing the guts for a wig, you've got problems.
Wings on this Flesh Eater
Really
Courts
cool
look so
box set, that one.
weirdly flat.
Yeah,
Yeah, the crit flares are
last
old
one we
now.
have here
They need
is
redoing.
the Maggot King of Nurgle. This
Oh,
is
that's
the
a good
Shudderblight
box.
Cyst. And that is an absolutely beautiful box of miniatures. You've got the Rotbringers on the left, the front,
4
stunning Harbinger
of the cavalry.
Decay in the centre, and the
4.
Plague Lords at the back.
That's
as well.
big.
What a great box that is.
That's it.
Oh,
I
again,
know
I
a
would
huge
buy
amount of
that if
people
it didn't
that
have the
picked up
Harbinger.
of Decay just
But I've done
to
the
paint that
Harbinger.
model. It is that perfect kind of
To get that,
put it on the
get the
mantelpiece going,
get the
I reckon there'll
4.
be a few right now over at Essen.
I can't
Golden
remember what
Demon.
they're called.
I reckon we'll
Pascoil
see a
Blight
few.
Lords.
Now
would be
this worked
great,
really well with the Affliction
but
Cyst battle formation, so that your Blight Lords
It's a great
relying on
box.
huge rock
It's
flyers
not for
can
me
just be
because I've
picked
already
up
got the
and
Harbinger
put
and I
down
don't need a
somewhere else in the
spare.
battle to really cause your opponent problems.
They're already terrifying.
Just a great box. Yeah, and again, ideal alongside the Spearhead, which is full of Plague Bearers. So brilliant. There we go. That's
Just
the
get it
battle
into a
forces that
really
are
nicely
coming
painted
very
Harbinger
shortly
for
the holiday
display.
periods. They are available while
I
stocks
already
last,
did
so
a really
if you want
nice
to hold on, make sure
Harbinger.
you get it as soon as you
You
can.
can see the video on it.
Shall we have a look at something that no one knows about yet? Right?
Something no one knows about. Alright. Officially licensed. Space Marine 2. Yeah, we already know about it. Oh, Warhammer Armory. Okay. Alright. Okay.
I mean,
I'm in.
come on. What do you take us for?
Without a doubt, the most iconic artifact weapon in the old world.
I mean, as soon as we knew we were working with Warhammer,
I've wanted a
this is the
replica
one
Ghal
that I wanted.
Maraz for
Really to do, like, no questions
ages.
asked. This was the one.
Ghal Maraz, the Skull Splitter.
For us, this is Warhammer. If I picture Warhammer in my head,
Okay.
I have Ghal Maraz very
We're going to be
present.
buying this.
So this one's the big one. What we then realize is that when you scale that up to life size, the proportions are not correct. I mean, it's made for mini to stand out.
It was really cool to kind of see the design
I don't
team
know, Jimmy,
work
but-
through these problems iteratively over the course of a series of sculpts and
Come on, please tell me it's
models.
one-to-one.
Whilst I'm not going to claim to be any kind of living personified Smeden here, I've definitely put my heart and soul into this piece.
It's unbelievably important to the lore
Show me the hammer.
of the old world and to bring it to life in full scale in a way that cosplayers
Okay.
and LARPers can use. It's such an honor.
We will hang it on this wall if we have to. £1 million. Oh no. I want it. I want it. I need it for my Celestin Prime cosplay. Okay, but when? On pre-order today, just trading your house.
So we've seen a lot of Warhammer, but that is the Warhammer.
The Warhammer, the Warhammer that the game's named after.
Indeed.
Ghal Maraz, of course, the iconic weapon from both Warhammer the Old World and all
And
the way
Age of
through
Sigmar.
to Age
Yep.
of Sigmar, of course. Tell me why it's so important to Warhammer. Alex.
So this is the Warhammer that started it all off. So this is the hammer that Sigmar picked up after he came and saved
Where is
Gunnar
it?
and Beard, the High King of the Dwarves. So originally it was made for them, but after he arrived and he picked it up and he slew a whole host of orcs and he
Warhammer
saved the
armor.
the High King gifted it to him.
That's amazing. What a history. And now, after all of that, folks at home can own
Mm-hmm.
it themselves and have it on the mantelpiece at home.
That's it, or it's perfect for cosplay.
Exactly
yes,
that. Now,
do
I've
that.
seen the dwarves
Yeah,
made
okay,
of Gromril.
do that. Yes.
Now, this one is made of
English,
injected molded
sign me
foam with a glass core, so it will sit on your mantelpiece and not fall through it.
I'm just signing up
but
now.
yeah, it's
I
going to be
want
ideal
that
for
bloody hammer.
displaying or your cosplay, and we're going to have get one in here shortly.
I
Yes, I
think
want
it
to
works
subscribe.
perfectly with our arrangement of other weapons.
Pride of place right at the back. Wow, can't wait for that to come. Let's have a quick talk about something else now. When we move on from a big Warhammer to very, very small Warhammer, let's talk about Legions Imperialis. And we're going to start off by talking about the Mechanicum.
Okay.
Because while I've got you on camera and I've got you in the seat, and you're our lore master, I wanted to
Okay.
ask you, who are the Mechanicum in Horus Heresy?
To the Mechanicus that we see in the 40k
Okay, that was weird.
universe. And basically after the Treaty of Olympus Mons, where the Emperor basically united Terra and Mars, the Mechanicum are the faction that basically have they provide the manufacturing base. They've made all the weapons,
Legions Imperialis.
ships,
Sorry, I wasn't
you
paying
name it.
attention. I was
They
trying
have
to get a
essentially
hammer.
fueled the Great Crusade, and as these expeditionary forces go out and claim new planets, they've claimed various forge worlds and stuff on the way, as you do.
Of course you do, naturally. Now, we've already seen the battle group that got revealed on Warhammer Community quite recently. But I wanted to ask you while you're here, these all look so exotic and cool. Tell me about these miniatures, man. What are they?
Legions Imperialis
Mechanicum.
Mechanicum.
Legio Cybernetica here. We've got the Vorax there up on the left. They're sort of like insectile ones. One of my favourite things in here is the Arlatax. You'll see
Tiny,
them up in
tiny,
the,
tiny
the
robots.
middle, in the top there. Now, we've had rules, we've had lore for them, but this is the first time we're getting a
Did
miniature.
PP end up as a
So
better
these
option?
are, they've got jetpacks.
You sent me a PayPal,
so
didn't
just
you, Alan?
imagine
Yes.
That
Oh,
sort of
thank you so
Legio
much.
Cybernetica unit,
Let me check.
That size just flying towards you. Absolutely brilliant.
My Solar Auxiliary forces will be quaking in their boots. But let's have a look at some of the smaller
There it is.
miniatures, perhaps. There we go.
Better
Right.
to lose
Plenty of
3% to
tech rolls,
PayPal
some
and
evidence there in
30% to
the middle,
YouTube.
or the Domitor.
Warlord. Thank you very much, Alan. Yes.
I
I mean,
love
it
the
goes
fact
straight
they're
in,
so
and you don't
detailed,
lose
so
anything to
uniformed
YouTube.
in this colour scheme like this as well. Such variety.
So there you go. Thank you so
Yes,
much. That's
in
very,
all
very
of
generous
the
of you. I
Battle
really
boxes,
appreciate
we've
that.
had
Thank
a
you.
great variety, but particularly in this one for the Mechanicum, it's just absolutely fantastic to have such a range.
I've never played AOS, only
You're probably
40k.
sat at
I
home
do have all
thinking,
of the Greater Demon models,
Games
though. Is
Workshop,
there such
we've
a
already
thing as a
seen.
monster
Why are you
mash
talking
list
about
for
Mechanicum?
AOS?
And the reason we are
At the moment,
is,
I
well,
don't
the
know.
Mechanicum's just
There used to
one
be. It used to be able to just
half,
do
right?
Yes.
Grand
So
Alliance
these
Chaos.
models can be used by the Mechanicum, but also the Dark Mechanicum.
Okay.
Here we go.
So the Dark Mechanicum are essentially the traitorous elements of the Mechanicum. So
Dark
during the Horus
Mechanicum.
Heresy, Horus, unsurprisingly, took half of the legions with him. He took a bunch of planets, some of the Imperial army. but as
guy, man,
part of
seriously.
that, he's a right scamp. He also caused a schism.
Is this going to be the
certain elements
preview of what's
Mechanicum.
going to happen in Big
So
Horus
He
Heresy?
convinced a whole cadre of them, including Kelbor Hal, the Fabricator General. And how he did that is he offered them
Those
various
look great.
prescribed technologies and access to things. And one of the things he did is he opened the vaults of Moravec. And within there was various technological developments and plans and things. And one of those came to fruition as the Serperos Overlord Heavy Stalker, which you can see.
Show us the models.
Oh, there's the miniature.
Yes.
Look at that. It looks so insectile and strange. I
Yes,
love it.
You can imagine it.
So is that gonna
scuttling
come to
across
Horus
the sands of
Heresy?
Mars.
Absolutely can. It's great. So this is the kind of thing we can expect from the Dark Mechanicum Force. Now,
Indeed.
do they carry the same weapons that the Mechanicum carry?
To a degree, so the vast majority
Dark
will be
Mechanicum, baby. Let's go.
relatively familiar to those who play the Mechanicum. But you've also got horrifying weapons like the Exoplanar Bombard.
The naughty
you can imagine
Mechanicum,
The
yes.
Imperium is pretty okay with horrific weapons.
Yep.
It's a slightly
So to have a
dusty
prescribed
model there.
Weapon by the,
It's got a chip on it as well on the
by
paint job.
Imperium
You can see it there.
means that it must be terrifying.
That's banned by the Imperium. It's that bad. That's crazy. Well, these guys are absolutely terrifying. Now, I wanted to say what's really exciting here is this is the first time in any of Games Workshop's games.
It's a
I
Reaper
think,
from Mass
that
Effect.
we actually be able to play
Great
Dark
reference.
Mechanicum as a playable faction on the tabletop.
Indeed. You know, we've seen a few characters
Yeah.
that kind of lean in that direction. But as a
Mechanicum
full faction, yes.
for the
This
tabletop.
is the first time.
Really exciting.
Now, if you want the rules for these, and for the Mechanicum, you're going to need to grab the Rise of the Dark Mechanicum book. So inside
A
here,
sexy
we've
book.
got all the things we expect. So we've got loads
It's
of
interesting
lore,
that they're
we've got
debuting Dark
rules,
Mechanicum in
we've got
tiny
battle
scale.
groups, plenty of beautiful models.
It's
and
interesting.
One of my favourite things, unsurprisingly, is the narrative of the fall of Magma City. So if you're familiar with the Mechanicum, maybe you've read some of the Horus Heresy books.
Naughty
you'll have heard
Mechanicum,
of
I'm
this,
calling that now.
Pluvial
It's
Maximus,
good.
Maximus,
It's good.
city that eventually gets destroyed during the Schism of Mars. And this is the first time we see the Stalkers
Credit Michael
in
with that,
action.
though. It wasn't me.
It's absolutely brilliant. So there we go. There's that's the first of the Dark Mechanicum we've seen. There's going to be more coming, of course, scuttling its way towards us. And if you want to see that,
More?
of course, keep your eye on the Warhammer Community website,
Indeed.
specifically on Heresy Thursdays, where more may well be revealed in the future. Now, Alex, that's all a bit grim and dark and bleak.
Box.
Should we have a look at something a bit more light-hearted?
2 times Wild Brute things and 1 big pig. Yeah, it also looked like there was a boss as well. More
Make
40k.
a
Here we go.
rush from compressed carb bars and fill it with a tin of
Interesting.
Munitorum-issued nutrient paste. Bake it on the exhaust of a Lehman Russ until it's piping hot. Sausages are a great snack when behind enemy lines.
This is
To
a
cook
Christmas
'em,
model.
Borrow a shovel from one of the Kriegers, ignore the heavy breathing, stick it over a fire.
Has to be a
and give 'em
Christmas
sizzle.
model.
As it's a special occasion, you can dunk them in a mug of gravy, too. You should be able to find a chem-frozen bird in the officer's mess. To roast it, slather it with promethium gel, set it alight with a shot from your las gun, and run. Remember, too much and it'll be cremated. Too little, and you might as well eat a mortar round. Bon appetit!
A Thanksgiving model, maybe.
This is a great model. What a cool model.
So this is provisionally prepared. So this is one of our commemorative models, and there's usually several of these scattered throughout the year, but this is the holiday season one.
Yeah, not wrong.
Okay, there you
it
go.
makes me
Christmas
feel just
model.
happy and joyous looking at it. And it's just a cool.
Ever painted a fried chicken before?
A really
No.
nice little painting project, perhaps for the holidays.
Did they send me one?
Designed to be painted and enjoyed, really.
There's,
But
there's a
I've got
first time
questions,
for everything.
Right, so we're in the grim darkness of the far future, Alex. These are ratlings. How have they got themselves a lunchbox full of pies, chicken, and sausages?
So ratlings are not typically trusted, and they're not greatly liked a lot
I've
of the
never
time,
painted
so they're
sausages
not
before
usually
either.
provided with the tools that they need. However, that means that they've taken
Those
upon
sausages are
themselves
not gonna
to
be painted in
acquire
sausages.
those. And
Damn.
whilst you're at it, why
Steady
not
on.
raid the officer's mess?
reckon there's
Grab
a-
as
There
much
we go.
food as you can.
There's a major
An
one without
advert
his
for
chicken dinner
Nicorette.
somewhere at some
He
point.
sat down somewhere,
Good.
and some chef is about to get an unfortunate telling off.
It's just a great miniature. Such good fun.
It's a cool miniature.
And yeah, it's going to be available over the holiday period, coming soon while stocks last. So get hold of that if you possibly
suspect
can.
there'll be one
Don't
or
miss
two
this
more
one.
of
It's
those
gonna be
Christmas
a great
miniatures.
model to paint up. Hey, do you know what? You like ratlings.
I like ratlings.
I like ratlings. Do you want to see some more ratlings?
Oh, yes.
Let's go.
Here we go, Astra Minotaur. Or Kill Team, maybe. That is a lot of kill teams for the Astra Minotaur. Oh my god. Mini nods. Those are gorgeous. Kill teams. Kill teams popping off at the moment. Are you brutal or cunning? Or cunning or brutal?
Okay, that is Kill Team
Kill
Brutal
Team's going
and
good.
Cunning, the new expansion for Kill Team coming real soon. Now, of course, here we are today, 5th of October, is the release date of Hivestorm. It's in the
is.
stores right now. I saw it in Warhammer just now. So if you're painting
Nice.
Kill Team, great. Thank you very much indeed. Carry on painting Kill Team. It's fantastic fun. And we want to see your models and your games with the hashtag new Kill Team. But if you're a big fan of Kill Team, and if you're not, why not? But you're going to love Brutal and Cunning, the new expansion, which comes
That's
with
a
2
really
brand
nice
new
box.
kill teams
It does.
and some scenery as well. We've
I
got to
want
talk about
it.
this. But first of all, before we talk about the insanely cool miniatures, Alex, tell me where the action takes us. We're still on Volcus, right?
Yeah, we are indeed. So we're in the undermuzzle, which is basically under the massive ballistas.
Those walls are
In
cool.
High Basilicus. And basically, so the orcs attempted to invade because
Yeah,
who
I
doesn't
want
a
those
giant
as well.
gun? And they
Big
land-
Dacket, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they landed on the moon and they were going to prepare a little invasion force. But unsurprisingly, the Imperium went, I don't think so, and blew up the moon.
I think they were aiming for the fleet, but accidentally hit the moon. Still destroyed the fleet, though. And never mind, that's quite good fun.
Yeah, you'd assume that you killed all the orcs, but
Those
no.
those walls
just
are
land.
really nice.
So they've come down, and as any mech boy who's
Get a couple of
worth
sets
his
of
dacker,
those.
has basically decided that they're going to try and take
good
this
way to
opportunity
fill
while
out a
everything's
board.
going on Volcus to
Plus the
basically
strongholds.
take control of the gun.
And you know, if there's an orc invasion taking place, who better to send out than the rattling snipers?
Oh,
You know what I
yes.
mean? It's the people I'd go to straight away. We've got to take a look at the miniatures in this
good
box
stuff.
because it's the thing that is blowing
Good
all my mind.
stuff.
We'll start with the orc faction first. This is the orc kill team, Razgor's Wreckers, who basically have brought all the rockets to the fight and like shooting them and blowing stuff
I
up.
want those orcs. Yeah,
You've got
those
half
are some
your
very,
team
very
is
pretty orcs.
heavily kind of like melee
Yeah.
focused, and your other half is ranged focused. But
The
unfortunately,
Orc Commandos
the melee
video
side
I did
don't
ages
particularly
ago
like
is
the
still
range
one of the
side,
most
because they
popular
feel
videos
that
I've
these
ever
guys
done.
are taking all the glory shooting their rockets.
These are tank busters, which we've seen in 140,000
Tank
before.
busters.
So if you're
There
an
you
orc
go.
player, you'll love to get your green hands on these as well. And they just love shooting rockets so much. They've actually got a rule in the game called tanked up, whereby if they shoot their rockets, they get to have an extra AP on next
800.
turn. So they actually get literally
Are we
hyped
going to
up
get to
by
1,000
shooting their stuff, which is
people
really,
watching
really
this
cool.
stream?
Should we take a look at some of the
Can we get
miniatures,
to
some of our
300
favourites
likes
we've
on
picked
the
out?
stream?
This is the
For
Wrecker
those
Boss
of you who
Knob,
are new here,
the most tooled
welcome.
up
Hello.
orc in the kill zone. He's about
so
as
much
tough
for
as a
tuning
Space
in.
Marine and twice as hard. And he's come tooled up with all of his kit. He's even got
Let
a
me just
personal
say for a
rocket
moment-
pistol, which I
He
love.
does, and when he's fired it,
this is an absolutely incredible stream. All those other ones that they've done, the live stream previews, have been bad the last couple of months. This is absolutely fantastic. I'm having the best time. I hope you are too. Having a good weekend.
we saw in the Commando kill team that orcs like to bring bomb squigs, but these
Bomb
guys,
squigs, there we
the
go.
penchant
More bomb
for
squig
explosions,
tutorials
have
coming
decided
soon.
They're going to bring two.
I'm all about the guy on the right who's got the rocket strapped to his back, Alex. What happens when you fire a
We've
rocket
seen
and it's
one
strapped
like
to the
this
squig's
before with
back?
the
Well,
grenade
they are
in the
red,
mouth.
so I think they go faster.
And the dynamite in the mouth.
Dangerous weapon indeed. We've got the Breaker Boy Crusher to look at here. This
He's
guy's
sick.
coming to battle armed with his
I love
knuckle
that.
busters, which not just smash enemies apart,
I
but
love
literally
that
knock them
model.
off objectives and off the backsides of buildings and stuff. You can just literally push people away with them, which is
It's
great.
like
One of
iron
my favourite
balls
things
on
about this
Elden
kill
Ring.
team is just the size of the models and the armor in particular, because we've seen like knobs in mega armor and this kind of thing, but these guys have got this really kind of visceral, tacked on sort of feel to their
It's
armor.
gorgeous.
They've hammered these plates in.
It's represented in the game as well.
guy looks
by
like the
fact that these
Resident
orcs
Evil
actually
4
have a 4+
enemy.
save,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
Yeah.
They're really, really tough.
Good point.
And the last
I
one
can
we've got
see
to
that.
look at, Alex, I think it's probably most of our favourites here. This is the Breaker Boy Demolisher, who carries a devastating tank hammer, and you'll like to know that he's got two modes he can use it with. He can just hit you with it, or he can press the big red button and he hits you with it, and the rocket explodes. Results may
Amazing.
vary.
If you're an orc player and
Amazing.
you're not pushing that button,
Yeah.
are you really an
The
orc
fact
player?
that there's even an option, really. But yeah, fair. What a great looking warband. They
That's
really are
brilliant.
such cool miniatures. But let's move on to the ones that are maybe taking the spotlight a little. The Ratlings here are Herc's Hunters.
What are you talking about?
All sniper team of Ratlings, special forces sent out, experts in long range
found my old
warfare,
metal
not so
Ratlings,
good at
actually.
close range warfare. We'll come on to that in a little bit. And are just the coolest miniatures.
That's it. They are absolutely
They are nice.
bristling with character.
Little
loads of
dog.
different hats, loads of different
Little
props.
doggy.
As I said before, they're not usually given everything they need, so they've had to steal it from various places. These are
Awesome.
items of acquisition.
Of course.
You can see there on the right hand side, they're fixer.
Be interesting to see
So
these
the
scaled next to
Ratlings,
Acadian
they're,
Shock Trooper.
Again, not trusted to even have their own officers. However, you do need somebody to guide everybody, to organise stuff. And so they've got a
Is that a
fixer.
pug full of
He's managed to
steroids? It
acquire
looks
himself
like
some
it, yeah.
alien-looking armour there.
Yeah, sure. I definitely wasn't. He wasn't commissioned that. He's got some medals on his chest as well. I reckon they belong to him.
He's earned them.
He's earned them for sure. I love the fact he stood there with a cup of tea with his binoculars watching from the back. Also, he's got a rule where he can direct
That's
the
a
firepower
really
of the
nice
rest of the
model.
squad, and if he shouts at something to die from a long range, it's almost certainly going to get shot. The next model we've got here is not just
the
my
combat
favourite pun
Canids
of
still
the
outrank
group,
the Duck
but also
Guardsmen?
one of my
Absolutely
favourite
they
miniatures.
do.
This is the Big Shot. Look at this guy. Now, snipers in Kill Team are notoriously good at taking big guns.
like
But
this.
this might be the biggest of them all. This gun is called a tank stopper rifle. And there ain't no tanks in Kill Team.
Logitech
that we know
M100
of.
wired USB
so
mouse
It's a bit
3 button.
overkill, but even a Space Marine's in trouble when he gets shot by this thing. But that's not
Put
the
those
best thing about
ankles
the model,
away.
right?
Oh, I know.
No, this is definitely my favourite thing. Is
Some-
not only is it
some
a
decent
beautiful
feet
model,
pics here
but
for,
one, this rifle has
for those of
been,
you out there who are into that.
adjusted to
souped
have
up.
a significantly
On
larger
YouTube,
power
no
pack
less.
attached to it. But atop that power pack,
Painting model
due
coming
to the
soon.
heat coming off it, he's conveniently heating up a mug of tea and
Contrast
a
plus
grilled
how
cheese
to paint
sandwich.
Look,
feet.
you've got to have something to do in between reloads, right?
Yeah.
Let's nibble away on a grilled cheese sandwich. What these great little details like this all over the Kill Team are
I
just
yeah.
fantastic. And right, let's move on to probably the star of the show.
Ham and cheese toasty.
This is everyone's favourite boyo. This is
There
the
he is.
Rattling Battle Mutt.
Oh, he's such a grumpy boy.
He's the most determined of Canids there ever was. If you see that
Look at
stare,
that
you just need to
muscle
run
group
away
on the
across the
back
kill zone,
leg.
don't you? What a
That's
cool
it.
looking model.
No, he's
Damn.
got a special rule, doesn't he?
He has.
That
Now, I
Canids
mentioned
did
before
not
that the
skip leg
Rattlings are
day.
quite long-range specialists and not quite good at close range. Now, they've actually got a faction rule called Scarper, whereas if the enemy come towards you, they can just run away. Imagine a Night Lord or Mandrakes coming towards these little Rattlings while they're eating a grilled cheese and having a cup of tea. They don't want to be there. They run away. And the Battle Mutt has got an extra special rule here where he shouts or barks a warning cry,
Genetically engineered
and all
pug.
the Rattlings
Yes.
around him just scarper for their shadows and get out of the danger. So he's a good little boy that saves
I
the
got
rest of the
70k
team.
subs, but
What
still
a hero.
browser ad pop-ups.
Absolutely.
Because this is on Twitch.
Well, absolutely
We're
brilliant.
watching a
So
Twitch
that's not
stream.
just all in the Kill Team box. Those two
And I'm
Kill
not
Teams are
giving
brilliant. but it also
Warhammer
comes
my
with that
Amazon
really cool
Prime
scenery
Twitch, and I'm not
before
paying
as
them
well.
money to
This
be
is
a
the
Twitch
bunker
subscriber,
that comes
Twitch
with
Prime subscriber.
Brutal and Cunning.
That's why you're
which
getting
is
them.
A great scenery piece for your Kill Team collection, but also for your 40k collection.
Do you want me to pay
there's
them
a
for that?
specific game style in there as well, Alex, that lets you have bunker-style missions where one kill team is defending the bunker and one kill team is designed to smash through the walls. Now, can you guess which in the box is designed for which?
I'm going to guess that the Orcs are going to make the calm and sensible decision to defend. No, they're going to destroy it.
Smashing the walls down for sure. So there we go. That is Kill Team Brutal and Cunning, which is
The
coming
directional
very
mic.
soon.
That
Now,
reminds me of
speaking of
Metal
Kill
Gear
Team
Solid.
Rattlings,
Indeed.
remember that model we showed you earlier on?
Yes,
The-
provisionally prepared.
That's the one.
Yes.
What's exciting here is the designers for Kill Team have actually written a special mission for that miniature here for your games of Kill Team, where these two are trying
Brilliant.
to steal the food and lunch packs in the middle of the kill zone while a battle rages on around them. So if you wanted a gaming
Brilliant.
reason to buy that miniature, there's another one on top as well, and that's just really cool.
10 out of 10.
Right, on to something else.
Oh, hello. Warhammer Plus. Or Space Marine 2. No, I was completely wrong on both counts.
That looks great.
That is
That
amazing.
looks really great.
And if you like what you've just seen, at the end of the stream, you can go on warhammertv.com and you can see the entirety of the short.
I'll be doing that straight away after
Okay.
this for sure.
Well, we'll do that after this.
Right. Do you know what? I think that might be everything we've got to show. It has been a seriously wonderful stream. We've
has
seen some
indeed.
fantastic stuff. Take us through what we've seen again.
So we've seen Warhammer Underworlds.
Is that really everything?
We've been to the Mortal Realms.
Yep.
Seen a bit of 40k with those battle forces.
Yeah, we saw.
We've seen Kill Team at the end there.
No,
That's
they've
right.
got one
Legions
more.
Imperialis.
Of course,
Definitely
not to
got
mention
more.
we saw Ghal Maraz
Yes.
itself actually being forged, and of course all those cool toys in between
There's
as well.
definitely
It's just
more
been a
coming.
wonderful set of previews. Thank you so much, and thank you all for watching as well and joining us on Warhammer Day. I really do hope you've been painting along, perhaps while you've been watching. You're going to go home and paint some of those Kill Team miniatures.
I think so.
I've got Zikit's tunnel pack on my painting desk, waiting to be painted quite soon. Of course, if you want to
Cool.
see more of the stuff you've just seen, and you want to find out more about what you've seen, there's more pictures and way more information as well right now over on the Warhammer Community website. So head over there. The next preview, Alex, the next preview is going to be in November.
Okay.
When we're heading to the World Championships and the Grand Narrative from America.
Indeed.
There will
Okay.
be a preview coming there as well. So do make sure you're watching out for that one. But that's all from us for now. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you everyone in
Really?
the chat. Notley, Raf, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, sir. And we'll
Indeed.
see you guys next time.
Is that genuinely it? Right, okay. So, no, not really a 40k preview. Oh no, wait, there we go. Right. There you go. That was the last bit. Was that Emperor's Children there at the end? I don't know. What was that? What was that at the end? Is that Emperor's Children? Yeah. 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 There you go. That I told you there was one more. No Krieg. No Krieg. No Krieg. Okay, so we'll just pop over here just for the moment because we'll head over to the Warhammer community website and we'll see what that thing was all about. If it's I can't spell Warhammer community. What do you think of that? My wallet is safe from this preview, but was a better show than recent ones. I agree, Jimmy. Well, my wallet's not safe. Well, it depends on what they send me, to be honest. They might send me none of it. They might send me some of it. You might send me all of it. Okay. Can't find anything. I don't like this new website. I don't like this new website. Can anyone see anything new here? No date in 2025, so it could be Christmas 2025. Fulgrim rumours will start to fly. Yeah, I mean, there will be a plastic Fulgrim. There just will. I'd be surprised if there isn't. If they make you buy Fulgrim Transcended, but they didn't do that for anything else, then that would be weird. I just pumped about 500 quid into getting started with Warhammer again. My wallet only exists in the Warp. Yeah, there we go. I hate the new Walk-On website too. It's just bad. It's just a bad website. So where's this stuff? Where's this stuff, guys? Or have they divided it into all of these? Let's try clicking there. Nope. Not in there. He said Warhammer TV. Did he, by Jove? Yeah, but I want to look at the pictures as well. Interviews, video games articles, reading, building and painting, watching, all news and features. Try and find the first ever article. They are on Facebook. Yeah, but I don't want to go and search through Facebook to find the pictures. Okay, well, we'll go back over here and I'll try and find Warhammer TV. The Enemy Without, a Deathwatch vignette. It is a... How long is it? It is a 4.5... It looks like it's a 4.5 minute video. Which I don't think I can show because I'll definitely get copyright struck for that. So, if you head to... I'll drop the link in chat if you want to go and watch this. There we go. There. No, I can access it without being logged in. So you can play it. It's not paywalled. If I sign in though, let me go back to home. What happens if I click on that? Play.
From his warp forged halberd.
Okay, interesting. I can play that as well. What's something that's definitely plus exclusive? Right. Yeah. So Warpstone. Play. Okay, that's just letting me play that as well. Interesting. Do you not need to be subscribed? Because I'm not signed in. Which is very weird. I'm not signed in, but I can play all of it. What's that all about? What was the new Slaves to Darkness Spearhead? It is Dark Oath. I'm trying to find pictures of it so you can see it, but they haven't uploaded the articles yet. Try Black Talons. Oh, that's a good point. Black Talon. Play. Yep, that's playing. So it looks like at the moment you can watch Warhammer TV without being subscribed. Warhammer Plus. But that Enemy Without, a Deathwatch vignette is not... it doesn't have the exclusive mark on it, so you should be able to just watch it if you're not... even if you're not a subscriber. Dark Oath Savages, Marauders, Fell Riders, and a War Queen is the new spearhead. Yeah. Have they accidentally made Warhammer TV free for the day? Well, they might have done, unless they've done it on purpose. Go now! Go, 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 go! Alright, well, we're just waiting for this article to appear so that we can look at and review everything. It doesn't look like it's going to appear anytime soon, but one can only hope. I'm just going to keep checking. Checking it because I'd like to look at those pictures together with all of you, just to kind of we can just kind of review everything that we've seen. I really want a Ghal Maraz. I hope it doesn't cost more than 150 quid, but it probably will. For what looked like something that was 3D printed, which is outrageous, but that's not Games Workshop. That's the people who make its choice. Oh, come on, Warcom. Do I just go over to Facebook and try and find the link that way? Nope, that link didn't work. Because they haven't changed the links based on would be nice if the link worked. Yeah, they haven't changed the links because it's linking to the new website and the new website doesn't accept those links, so that's good job by them. They're bringing Fulgrim into 40k 100%. I mean, all you have to do is look at what's happened with the World Eater's Death Guard and the Thousand Suns, right? You're going to get your Primarch. You're going to get probably Lucius. And then Noise Marines. And then there'll be something else that we don't know about yet. To round it out. You're probably looking at 7, possibly 6 kits, as well as being able to plug in things like Predators, Hellbrutes, Rhinos, Land Raiders. And it'll be the same thing as what you have for World Eaters, Thousand Suns, and Death Guard. So, yeah, there you go. The older Slaves to Darkness Spearhead is still supported in different playstyle, plus those models of 6. Yeah. So, any any of the old Slaves to Darkness, any of the old Spearheads will always be valid. It's printed in the book. So they'll still be valid. It'll only be once they do a new season of Spearhead where they either change it with a bunch of new supported factions, but I don't think they will. I think it'll always be a case of everything that's printed will be valid to work in it. Hopefully the battle forces don't sell out in 5 seconds. I would imagine the Knights one will, and I think the Dark Angels one will as well. And I would guess that the Age of Sigmar ones generally tend to take a little while to go, but I would guess that the Iron Jaws one would probably go out very, very quickly as well. So if you want the Imperial Knights one, be there on pre-order day. Just be ready for it on pre-order day, because otherwise it's going. Did they mention Dark Mechanicum? They did mention Dark Mechanicum, actually, for Legions Imperialis. So it's coming. They previewed one of the models from it, so they said there's more coming. So that gives you an indication of what will happen in big Horus Heresy. I think my money for Battle Forces is going to a 3D printer. I understand. I missed everything since Rattling Feet. Did we get anything else? No. Well, we got an Emperor's Children logo in the dark at the end. This is silly now. Is there just nobody on community today to put the article live? Like, why would you not? Why would you not do that? Why would you not do that? You can pre-order this miniature this weekend on the 5th of October. It is only available while stocks last. Don't delay. Pledge your immortal soul to the Pantheon. Yeah, okay. Well, I need to order Zarketh, the Bane of Law. So I shall do that. Let's do that now. View basket. And yeah, check out. I'm not going to do this on screen because I don't want to show off my card details to the 400 people currently watching. I've learnt my lessons. I've learnt them well. There we go. Pay for it. Hurry up. And yeah, done. Okay, cool. I've ordered the Zarketh miniature. So for anybody else who's bought it, hopefully we'll do a video for it when the Slaves to Darkness battletome is on the way. Later, folks, and thanks for the stream, Warhipster. Oh, you're very welcome, DemonBox77. I also missed the beginning. What did we get? Just Christmas boxes. There was Christmas boxes, new Underworlds, Slaves to Darkness, Ghal Maraz in prop format, which I absolutely will be buying. It looks like I need to paint 10 more Dark Oath, because that means there's another Spearhead. We can do another episode of Project Spearhead. I'd be more excited for the Dark Angels box if it didn't already have the Lion, but I'm hyped for the Night box and pray I get one. Yeah, I hope you get one as well, Fate Azura. What was the Space Marine Battle Force? It was Dark Angels. I'd like to look at it, because I don't know if I can't remember if it was Deathwing Knights or just Dark Angels. If it's Dark Angels Terminators that are in there, then that is more of a, like, of course you'll end up with a duplicate Lion, but if it has a pile of extra Terminators in it, then actually it's a good way of getting a ton of Terminators, and also, you know, some slightly funky, different Blade Guard if you wanted to use the Inner Circle companions for something else. Thank you to whomever sent me a free membership. You're very welcome, Charlie. It wasn't me, but I think I can do that. I think I can send some memberships. I can send some memberships to see if we can get some more people sniped. Let's see. Let's have a look. Turn that off. Do this. Membership gifting. There we go. Let's see if we can give 5 and see if we can get some people into our Discord. Also, conveniently, that will put us on 442. There you go. Congratulations to anybody who just got one for the first time. You got your new membership. Well done. Good stuff. Lovely stuff. The Warhammer community website has failed this instance because it is not giving us the roundup article. Thanks for the sub. You're very welcome, Pure Taz. This is a shame. This is a problem. Maybe it's on the mobile site. Everybody quick, go check the mobile site. The terrible mobile site version of it, because the website only works. So it's optimized for web. Which is just so stupid. There it is. So this is I haven't really talked about it that much, but that's the Warhammer community website, right? It's optimized for web. It's not optimized for mobile. Bearing in mind most people actually check things on their mobiles these days. Because when you look at the mobile version, for those of you who haven't seen it, it looks somewhat like that. So you see half the thumbnails. So in order to get it optimized, you actually have to go that way, because then you get latest news like that, so you can actually see things. Oh, thank you, Ed Bishop, for following me on Threads. But there you go. Can't gift memberships on my iPad, so here's Ghal Maraz money. What have you done? You've sent Ghal Maraz money? Where have you sent that? The FEC Battle Force looks sweet. The FEC Battle Force is very good. It's very good as an expansion. Like I said, I already have Grand Justice Gourmet, so I don't need a spare lying around. I also have 6 Morbeg Knights, and I don't need more. I think I actually have another box of them as well. It's a shame Usharan isn't in it. Look at the melee weapon pack, Josh. It's so good. Okay, well, we can look at that for now. It is a really nice weapon pack, this one, for those who haven't seen it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty dope. It's pretty nice. Do you know what the other thing I've noticed about the new website is when you're looking at it on web, it puts everything over to the left. So it's not centralized because it's got to deal with this. So as soon as you go past the related news, boom, this wide expanse on the right. And then we're back to this. So these are solid objects, right? They're not adaptable, which is dumb. They're just not. Why won't you do it? Because I can't remember everything that was revealed. So, how is the tower box? It looks interesting. I can't remember. It had a riptide, a broadside, a commander, and a ghost keel in it. Did I hear you have a Discord? Is there a link? There is a Discord. It is a benefit to becoming a member or a Patreon subscriber. I don't have a public Discord. So I finally settled on a scheme for my Deathwing company, making them look like Blood Angels. Your Terminator Captain Guide is what gave me the idea. Can't deny myself the colours anymore. Nice. So it turns out I can't even gift as I'm in Canada. Now there you go. The Canada internet is preventing you from supporting the channel. But I know you support the channel. Adam. Also, there's a PayPal link in the description. But you don't have to. I just got an internal server error as well. Great. Absolutely fantastic. There we go. That's the Warhammer community website right now. Any chance of painting a Lord of Change, please? Shane Hands. Shane Hands, my friend. My friend and ally. There you go, bro. Already done. Apparently there's an issue with the Warhammer community. They are aware of it. Rattling's that popular they've crashed the Warcom site. Yeah, internal server error. Let's refresh. Nope, it's broken. Good. Good stuff. £5 for the Ghal Maraz fund. I'll be painting the new Stormcast Underworlds warband with your Astral Templars recipe. Thanks. Oh, that's awesome, Balian. I'm really tempted, right? Should I be doing an Astral Templars army or an Anvils of the Heldenhammer army? I've nailed it down to the two of them. Looks like the YouTube channel has the new stuff on it now. Does it, by Jove? Okay, let's have a look, shall we? YouTube.com. YouTube.com. Oh. The end of Zorpa Zorp Part 2. Uh-oh. But thank you very much for the 5 there, Balian. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. We've got to get ourselves a Ghal Maraz, haven't we? For those of you who don't know, we have Herogrim, my favourite from The Lord of the Rings. We have this. This is Theoden's blade. So we'll be wielding this quite a lot when the MESBG new edition comes out. It makes me feel cool. It makes me feel powerful. It makes me feel sexy. So maybe Ghal Maraz will do the same thing. Who knows? But there it is. So we have Herogrim. I want Anduril. And I want Ghal Maraz. Those are my 3 weapons. That's my 3 weapons of choice. For life. Let's go Warhammer TV, shall we? Oh yeah, they've got Ember Guards up. They've got Ghal Maraz up as well. Josh does like stroking his sword on live streams. Well, who doesn't? Fourth and fear no darkness. Babu bought Mondu. Excellent. Definitely not clickbait, no. We just lost focus for a moment there. The marvellous microphone. Is Warcom giving a 500 error for everyone else? Yes, it is. It is. Apparently the YouTube channel has the review, but it has the reveal. But okay, well we can watch this together. So here's the Christmas boxes. So you have to watch the video again. But there is an Adeptus Sororitas one. There's a Tau Empire. There's the Dark Angels. And Imperial Knights. And Necrons as well. There you go. Boom. Hypercrypt Legion, Penitent Crusader Host, Valor Strike Lance, Inner Circle Task Force, and the Retaliation Cadre. Can we just like... Nope. Okay, that's the best it's going to be. That's the 40k Battle Forces right there. Bit sad that the Knight box is exactly the same content as the Chainbreaker one from a couple of years ago. I still haven't started building that one. Yeah, but now you have 2 big Knights and 8 small Knights. I might buy it. I might buy it. I have a Knights army, if you didn't know this, and I'm going to sell my old Knights. It's a Castellan, 2 big ones and 2 little ones. I'm going to sell them because I want to do another one, but new and up to date, and also I need to. I'm going to sell it when we finally figured out when and where we're going to move. I was thinking about it the other day, and there might be next year. For those of you who ask, what do you do with all your old models that you've painted? We keep them. Next year there might be an enormous Warhipster sale because we're going to be moving so that I can set up a really cool studio. We're going to be moving so we get a better house for Alice and I, and that is going to cost money. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to raise some money for that. Yeah. So there's your Christmas battle forces. So I might buy that Lance box. I might. That's just the Warhammer 40k ones at the moment. Do we have any of the Age of Sigmar ones? There they are. 25-second video. Let's just it's Flesh Eater Courts, Auric Iron Jaws, the Maggotkin of Nurgle, and the Flesh Eater Courts were your options in Age of Sigmar time. Surprised we didn't see Krieg. I think we'll maybe see them then in November. There you go. So there's your Age of Sigmar ones. The Shudderblight Cyst, the Founding Foray, the Wrecker Mob, and the Charnel Grand Jury. Can't stop a VPN, can you, Canada? Here's that Ghal Maraz money. Now, Emp's Children is exciting, though. Also, should I get the Maggotkin box? Josh. Adam, have you got the Harbinger of Decay? Because if you haven't got the Harbinger of Decay, I would say absolutely get that Maggotkin box, because you're getting some absolute heavy hitters in the form of 4 Puscoil Blight Lords, which is 2 units of 2, or it's 1 character, 1 Puscoil Blight Lord on its own, and a unit of 2. So there's a lot of customization there within the Puscoil Blight Lords, and they are just very good. They're flat good. They're good models, and they're great fun to paint. You're getting the Warcry Warband in there as your mortals. You're also getting the Harbinger of Decay, which is probably one of the greatest models of all time, and you're getting some Putrid Blight Kings. So it is a very, very, very good box. Very, very fun box, and potentially devastating on the battlefield, because once you just throw in a great unclean one and stuff like that, you'll be most of the way there to fully finishing off a Maggotkin of Nurgle army. I would get it, but I don't want another Harbinger of Decay, so I probably won't buy it. The Wrecker Mob I might get, because having 2 big pigs, 30 Ard boys, and 9 Weird Brute and Wreckers would be really good for me. It would just like it would build out the Iron Jaws half of my what's it called? Orruk War Clans. But then at the same time, I don't really know what to do for Orruk War Clans, because while you can't use them as a full big war at the moment, you might be able to when their book comes out, so I don't know yet. Founding Foray, I have everything, and I don't need anything for Cities of Sigmar. I just need to paint 10 steel helms, and I'm done with Cities of Sigmar for now. And I also don't need the Flesh Eater Courts. I'm in the same place as you, Ari, Morbegs and Gourmet. Yeah, I mean, I have all of that. No BA box full of Sangard. No, not yet. Speaking of Sanguinary Guard, if you want to, this week there will be a video on how to paint them, courtesy of myself. Let's just get that focused, shall we? There you go. So we've done the Sanguinary Guard. There they are. We've done the Sanguinor. And we've done Sanguinary Priest and the Captain as well. So all 4 of these videos will be coming this week for you Blood Angels fans. And in about 2 hours time, there is the Sprue review video that will also be going live for you. There you go. There's Togurius as well. He's not coming out this week. He's coming out soon after. But we've done Sanguinary Guard. Thanks, Captain Vanneriggs. Do you think we'll be doing a painting video on those new Underworlds war bands, or unsure yet? Yeah, if Games Workshop sends them to me, I will 100% do them. I might buy it myself if they don't send it to me. I mean, let's face it, I probably will, because it's a Stormcast thing and I love Stormcast. So I'm probably going to buy it. I can't guarantee that it'll definitely happen, but I want to. Trust me when I say that the desire is there. I wonder how many people took those Winged Stormcast, I don't know AOS names, sadly, to convert into Sangard. Quite a lot of people did that, Fate Zero. For cities, a Spearhead box, the Battle Force cities, and Talia should be around 2k points. Oh, 100% it is. Yeah, 100% it is. Corvus Albus, what varnish do you use? I don't varnish my miniatures. Soz. I know that's not the answer people want to hear, but I don't varnish my miniatures. But when I sell a bunch of them, I might, or I might not. It's up to you. You can varnish them if you want. You can take the risk. It's up to you. It's your choice. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out what Games Workshop chooses to send me. It's all up to them. They don't send me everything. They might send me nothing. Blood Angels might be the last thing they ever sent me. We'll know. Who knows? You don't varnish the contrast plus ones. Man, that's brave. If I don't varnish them, I rub the paint off playing games with them. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, I'm blessed with having very dry hands, so I don't rub paint off. So I'm okay. I don't need to varnish my miniatures, but I know a lot of people do. So, you know, I just don't. Only issue is the spears are not as good as the swords for Sangard. I think the spears are very good. I think people will figure out that the spears are very good. You're not using them to kill. You're not using Sanguinary Guard. You're not using Sanguinary Guard with spears to kill elite infantry. You're using them to try and deal with armor. It's in place of using, because the spear has lance, and I know it's only -2, but there's ways with the Red Thirst thing to improve them even further. But if you're taking them as part of the Sons of Sanguinius detachment, which it's not called anymore, the Liberator Assault group, when you're +2 strength and +1 attack on them, you become strength 8 lance. So, which is better than strength 8 not lance. And I know the AP is better, but at a certain point, when you're throwing -3 AP into elite infantry, they've almost definitely got a 5+ invulnerable save. So it's much a muchness. Or a 4+ invulnerable save, God forgive. So using them to get that lance ability innately at +1 to wound is just it's the Blood Angels of yore. You see, that's why I like the spears. I think the spears and swords are interchangeable. Personally, you get less attacks, sure, but you do have lance, which is just very good. Plus, remember when Blood Angels had +1 to wound across the entire army? You would take +1 to wound. It just makes them very good. It's the difference between winning on 3s and winning on 4s, and it's the difference between winning on 5s and winning on 4s. It means that your Sanguinary Garber spears are never wounding on 6s if they charge, which is just flat good. I know I tried using that one Stormcast model, I believe it was the Lord Terminus, to try and convert it into my Dark Angel successor Chapter Master. It didn't work for me. Sadly, a bunch of issues arose. That's your choice, Fate. Yeah, that'll work with Lazarus, for sure. Hello, Robson. What would you have liked out of the battle forces this year? I mean, to be honest, I'm at a point in my life, certainly, where I have so many Warhammer miniatures that buying a battle force at Christmas for me hasn't really been a thing I've wanted to do for the last sort of 3 or 4 years. Because essentially what happens is I would buy it and then it just sits in the cupboard before I was YouTubing. Now that I'm YouTubing, it definitely would just go straight into the cupboard. So I would buy something if I wanted to start a new project, and then I would take it home and I would open it and build it and paint it in that instance. But for me, like, buying large Battle Force boxes is generally not a good idea because it means it won't do anything in the house, which is why I'm like, yes, I would get the Weird Brute one, and yes, I would get the Knights one, but at the same time I'm also like, I could just save the £300 I would spend on that, or whatever it's going to be, because I'll never get to it. You see what I mean? But it would have been nice to have seen a Skaven battle force for all those people who were on the fence, with a bunch of the new stuff in. That would have been really cool. And I would have also really liked to have seen a proper Space Marines one to capitalize on people who were getting into Space Marine 2. That would have been cool, especially if you went heavy intercessors, assault intercessors, jump pack intercessors. Even if it was just a weird box with eliminators, but it just had all the stuff that was from Space Marine 2 in the box, and you threw in a Captain or Titus or whatever, you did that as well. You just go, hey, this is for fans of Space Marine 2 if you want to get into it. That would have been perfect. You know, that would have been cool. Just would have been nice to see. I'm also surprised that, like, Kill Team didn't come with a Space Marines kill team like that yet for Space Marine 2. That's what I mean. Space Marine 2 is doing work out there on the internet, and it would just be great to see a tie-in product, because it means I could make a painting video on it, and then I put the painting video out and it's relevant because it's Space Marine 2. You know, this 500 internal error is just silly. Well, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to see. Did the Fire Slayer's spearhead arrive? Yes, it did. It's here somewhere. It is here. I do have it, Asmodeus. Thank you for it. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, we just won't be able to look at the pictures because the Warhammer community website doesn't work, and it's rubbish. How dare you expect GW not to be a complete organisational mess? Well, I mean, right, so this is what I'm hoping now, is that the November... So they said there's going to be another stream in November. So if they do a November stream, and it's live, and it was in the format that we just had it, and then the Warhammer community website works afterwards, they've managed to do a whole lot of work to end up back at the place where it used to be when they did previews that were really good during the pandemic. So overall, it was a good preview, terrible follow through, because I can't now sit here and look at the pictures with all of you and remember everything that was shown. I am completely bamboozled by Ghal Maraz in prop format, so 100%, as mentioned, we will be buying that, and I will be able to cosplay as Sigmar in the future. I have the beard for it, just need to make it grey, I think, which, you know, in a series of years it will happen naturally. But we can't just wait for time, you know. But yeah, I mean, new Underworlds is exciting. The Kill Team stuff was really cool. Slaves to Darkness, Dark Oath getting a spearhead, which is great. And there's a new Sorcerer model as well that they've previewed. What else was there? They showed a little bit of the battletome for Slaves to Darkness. That was cool. The Orcs look sick. They do. True Gunpla, they do. Are the 40k Christmas boxes any good? Yeah, some of them are pretty good. There's a Knights one that's great value. I mean, look. I mean, not that I would encourage any of you to do this, but buying the Knights box, it's got pretty good resale value on it. Do you know? Have you looked at any of the Wave 2 of Vallejo Express Color? Yeah, I looked at all of them. There's a stream on here. I think they were very good. Of Wave 2 Express. Very good. There was a black paint that really impressed me. Hospitalia? Is that what it was called? Can't remember now. I have the box here somewhere. Can't remember. But yeah, I think the Express colours are good. They're great. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream. That was bonkers that we had a peak concurrence of 875. That is the biggest audience we've ever had. You know, which is bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. So a massive thank you to all the support, and a huge thank you to everybody who gifted, who donated, who sent the super chat as well. We'll say thank you to Edward, Hungry Bert, Dominic Benson, Fake Street Spirit, Vicious Goose, Matai Tem, Mark Watson, Stick Monkey, Cat, Dominic Benson again, Vicious Goose again, Plops of Corn, Satoshi Nakamoto, Tommy Agami, Alan L, Balian, and Adam for your super chats, your gifted memberships, your months of membership, and for becoming members. Any of you, just really, really bonkers, incredible stuff. If this website doesn't load now, then I am going to run, because I've got a lot to do today, and we need to get offline so that when the video that comes out at 8 o'clock tonight gets here, it doesn't get swallowed by the algorithm, because I was live for too long. You see. Blood Angels sprue review, new Blood Angels. You guys like the sprue reviews, so I keep doing them, and I'll stop doing them when you don't like them anymore. See you on Monday. Yes, we will be live on Monday. There's a video tonight, video tomorrow, video stream on Monday, video on Tuesday, stream on Wednesday, video on Thursday, video on Friday, video on Saturday, probably a video on Sunday as well. We might be back to daily content again, because things are very busy. All right, we are going to go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, guys. 350 likes on stream, absolutely incredible. You guys have been amazing. Biggest stream of all times ever on Warhipster. We made history today. You made history, because you're the best. Love you guys. Here is the hand of farewell. I shall wave it at thee, and now I must get on with the rest of my to-do list. Have a great rest of your weekend, guys. See you all very soon in the next one. Love you. Bye for now. Bye. Bye.